Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. In this video we are going to go over the dimensional arena. So from the start I already got two of the broken heroes being Gaia and the newest Marina, and two of the most broken relics being Planar Gate and Sarcophagus. Gloria is a niche filler, but she won't be likely used, and the Bai isn't a really great hero, but she can be used if we don't have Elisha or any kind of buffer for the ethereals. So starting off in the round 1, group 1, all 4 heroes are pretty much garbage, so I'm not going to even bother talking about them. Apart from Navi, she's alright, but we're likely not going to pick this selection. Group 2 is already far better. We have Tsuki and Astrid to pair with Gaia, and then we have Wu Zetian with Marina. Nyx is usable hero, she's quite good in the dimensional arena, so Group 2 is the easy pick for now. And Group 3 is a solid choice because these heroes are all solid and usable due to Monarch and Bahamut being given the flat HP. But group 2 is just simply better because of the pairings currently we can make, so we're going to choose the group 2. Round 2 group 1 is a pretty terrible choice. All apart Wukong are pretty terrible heroes, and we don't want to play around Wukong without any protectors apart from Gaia, so we're not going to consider this as of right now. Group 2 is far better. Fenrir is one of the best heroes in the dimensional arena because of her buffing. And then we have Hecate to pair with her, and Hecate also has flat stats on her skill, being attack. And then we also have Ariana, which is proven to be a quite good hero, but she does require a shielder on the team. Portia is a solid filler that we could use later on. Group 3 is a pretty terrible choice. There's Arcdina that nobody uses, Athena as well, Halissa being a decent choice, but we don't really have any monarchs right now. And then Lamia for protectors, which we are not building right now, so we're obviously going to go with the group 2 and try to build some Avengers with Mystifiers and some version of Glory and Ethereals if possible. For the relics in group 3, we have Kusanagi, which is a pretty strong relic, but in Dimensional Arena I'm not a fan of it. We have the boat, which is a really amazing relic in this. The rest of the relics are not so good, so Gleipnir, good relic, Umbra Torch in my opinion one of the better relics in the Dimensional Arena, and then the Frostclaw also being one of the better relics. We do have Sarcophagus, which pairs nicely with the Frostclaw because they both apply a strong freezing point. And then for the group 3 we have 4 relics that are in the recovery section, which we don't really like, so because we already do have 2 relics in that section, so we're going to go with the group 3, which has 3 chrono relics. Round 4 group 1 is a pretty terrible choice. Only Ra is a good hero here, so we're going to skip this and see the other offers. Carola is not really usable. Celine could be paired with these 2 Avengers and perhaps do something, and Katrina, we don't really have any ethereals to pair her with. Group 2 is slightly better, but it's still a not ideal choice because we only have Wukong and the newest Diana. Diana only pairing with Gaia hero, and then Wukong could also pair them, so we could perhaps create protectors with this lineup, but we're going to see group 3 before we take a selection of the group 2. And group 3 is far better because we do have Behemoth and the Sarija Nayushta as well as a decent Monarch filler, so I do believe group 2 is slightly better. We could perhaps make some kind of dooms with this and use Gloria with them or something, but none of these synergies are so far adding up to make some kind of solid teams apart from Mystifiers, and there's no usable Mystifiers in either of these, so we're going to go with group 3 and try to make some kind of Doom Monarchs. Group 1 is a really strong choice because we do have Lancelot for our Mystifiers. Alice is not a good hero, but she can be usable, but we're not going to use her, although she has her best pairing here being Audrey because they both do share the shields, so Alice will apply the shields and then Audrey will share them to the team, although we might not play around that. And we have the newest hero being Venus, and for her we do need to have 3 ethereals to give all allies crit rate to actually benefit from her skills. So we're going to pick her and use Bai Sugzhen with the Sourceborn Marina as well as Wu Zetian, and we will find a way to fit a 5th hero in there, probably Audrey. But the group 1 is already a really strong option. Group 2 also has a really strong hero being Arkindor Bella, and then Althea to pair with our 2 Avengers, and we could also use Albert in them, although he's not really optimal. but this group is also really strong. But group 1 has overall more usability in my opinion, because we don't really have monarchs to benefit with the Arcane Dorabella, but we do have Althea here, so it's a pretty tough choice overall, but I'm more leaning towards group 1. And group 3 is also, it's just one strong hero, being Yorm, one of the best heroes, but it's still not stronger than group 1 in my opinion. And I do also kind of want to test this new hero out, so I'm going with the group 1, and then I'm going to make some teams around this. I probably will pick Lucifer or Hela, but I'm more leaning towards Lucifer. As for the relics, we're looking for some middle slot relics, or even this one. This one is pretty cheesy and good as well with Cauldron. Group 3 is not that good, but we do kind of need the Doom relics. We only have 1, 2, 3. We do have Doom relics actually. We do need middle slot relics, but these could also work. They don't really have to be middle slot, so I will take my own banner and then I will choose this. So these are the teams I decided to make. The first one is 5 enchanters, which is kind of weird. Nobody really plays this synergy. It's pretty troll. But this time around it kind of makes sense, because we do have 3 ethereals with Venus, so all allies can get the crit chance, and with critting she will restore HP and then convert the excess HP into the damage. So we have also Baisuggen that restores HP upon crits. So this team is pretty much based around critting. We also have Sarcophagus for the crits. And all around it's just crits, so I also have to change this into this. I do want this relic to be here, and then I will use Planar Gate probably in here for this relic, because it's not that good, and for this one it's kind of okay. So this team is all around critting and healing and scaling up. So we have Lucifer, which is going to be helping this team insanely. And yeah, it's a pretty weird to see 5 enchanters, but I do believe they will do good this time around. The second team I made is the Monarch Dooms, some kind of version with the Monarch Dooms. So Behemoth, Ayushta and Hecate for the scaling, as well as Audrey. They both scale in the same way. And then we have ways to steal Holy Shields. The same goes for the team 1. The Venus will steal the Holy Shields and shields from enemies. And in this team, the optional hero being Vittoria. I could use Portia instead. I think Portia is slightly better hero. But apart from that, I will be testing between either. We have the Planar Gate to increase the HP of this team by 500%, so it benefits Dooms, and we have 3 Doom relics. We also use the Telescope for the cheesy ultimate round 1 from either Hecate or the Ayushta. The team 3 is Mystifiers that have Fenrir for the scaling, and we have ultimate round 1 because banner will proc instantly into Gleipnir, so that means all of our allies will use their ultimate in the first round. So it's pretty much just scaling Mystifiers, and I'm not putting a lot of faith in them, but I do believe they will do solid because it's Tsuki Gaia combo after all. We have chance to steal enemy heroes with Lancelot, the double action from Astrid, and then scaling from Fenrir. And that's it for today's video. See you guys in the next one.